So I was going to continue about the seven jewels of the Aryas today, but I'm late because we just had another turkey teaching. Okay, so we have the three musketeers, three boy turkeys who are very good friends who have been around here for months. They follow each other. They do everything together. They protect each other. And now two of them are at it. And yeah, with their beaks like this and, biting each other's heads and beaks and struggling. And so I walked past them and there was a snow shovel there and I tried to get them away, and I threw a pine cone at one of them, didn't do anything. The shovel didn't do anything. So I came inside, and Venerable Tenzin, we got water, and he carried it halfway up the hill, threw it on the turkeys, hit them with the bucket. They won't listen, They're just determined to have a knockdown, drag-out fight over what we have no idea, but I'm really afraid one of them's going to get, or both of them are going to get very badly hurt, and they won't stop until one of them dies. That's what I'm afraid of. So, okay, how is this a teaching? As we know, our turkeys give us very good teachings. Okay, so this is a teaching. Here you are with your friends, because those three are friends. They're their best friends, the three of them, yeah? And then two of them turn against each other and are attacking each other, yeah? So what does that show? Yeah, it shows the lack of equanimity, yeah? That, when somebody's nice to you, you're kind to them, but some little turkey incident happens, and you're at each other's throats, or beaks, or mouths, or whatever, It's a knockdown, drag out that they're having, But my point is, human beings do the same thing, yeah, and we have to look at how we act. I mean, that's why they're turkey teachings, because we have to look at how we act, and we'll get into, we'll be friends with somebody for a while, like they were, and then we'll get into something, and then we dig in our heels, and I'm going to win this argument, I'm going to win this fight, I'm going to be the dominant one, nobody's going to tell me what to do, I'm putting my foot down, and you're doing what I say. Yeah, human beings do the exact same thing, okay? So we don't have beaks to go at each other with, but we have words and sometimes, fists or whatever, yeah? So it's showing afflictions, it's showing self-centeredness, it's showing the lack of equanimity, yeah? So it's like you watch them and you go, why in the world are they fighting? Yeah, okay, to be the biggest tom turkey. Well, so what? Yeah, in this whole universe of infinite, countless sentient beings, the most important thing to those two turkeys is that they are the top tom turkey of Sravasti Abbey. Okay. Now we hear this and we laugh because it's so ridiculous. Who else in the universe cares who the top tom turkey is at Sravasti Abbey? Except those two, Now, our mind acts the exact same way. We get into it with someone, and we're going to be the top whatever, if you're working in a corporation, I'm going to get the promotion. I'm going to be the CEO. I'm going to stand in front of you in the ordination line. I'm going to be the team director of this and that project. Everybody has, whatever I'm going to be the top student in the class. I'm going to be the big, and it's just as ridiculous as wanting to be the top tom turkey at Sravasti Abbey. Yeah, don't you think? I mean, it's just totally as ridiculous because, okay, I mean, you see in politics, they fight and fight, and the wars, you have ISIS and the allies, and they're going at it. For what purpose? What purpose? Human beings destroying each other's happiness. They build something up, the Israelis and the Palestinians build something up, then they bomb each other and destroy what they build up. For what purpose? Okay? So this is, like, for me, such a good, watching those turkeys. I mean, it's just what human beings do. Yeah? So, we need to call out the human beings who are doing this. You're acting like turkeys. No, but we need to look at it in our own mind when we're like that. And when we see other beings like that, try and break them up. But it's, you can also see, it's like somebody's trying to break them up to keep them from harming themselves, but they won't listen. Yeah, they just won't listen. They are so intent on harming each other that even somebody offers them wise advice like, stop fighting, guys. No. Yeah. So this is a good one for our turkey teaching book. Don't you think? Yeah. And so for each of us to walk and see, to watch and see, how do we dig in our heels? How do we want to be the top Tom turkey or top Tina turkey? Yeah. And whether they're fighting over girls or they're fighting over boys or whether, who knows, it doesn't matter what you're fighting over. Yeah, to treat other living beings in this way for one's own ego dominance is it's self-sabotaging, isn't it? It just makes us suffer.
What's funny to me about it is that when it comes to springtime and you watch them, then when they do their mating dance, they do it as pairs a lot of times. And it doesn't really, maybe one is in the lead, but they're both doing the same thing where they walk, they do it together sometimes where they walk in that square and strut that certain pace, it's got a rhythm to it.
Yeah.
But they repeat and repeat, but they're not, I don't see where even the dominance comes in at that point because, maybe one is in front, but they're both doing the same thing.
Yeah. In the springtime, they do the thing with their feathers and they both strut around. And there, it's like, I'm the most attractive one. Look at my orange hair. I'm the chief Tom Turkey. Yeah. But here, so that one is much more competition. I don't see them in the strings. They're not fighting like that. This is, they are really trying to hurt each other.
That's my point. It doesn't even, why does it matter that there's a top turkey? Because when it gets to spring, they do this dance together a lot of times.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't get it.
Yeah. So there's three of them. So the third one is just like looking, following them and going, what's he doing? He's eating. Okay. But he's following his two friends around, while they're like at each other's necks. Okay, so good teaching for us. Yeah.